have a feeling I'll be saying these three names a lot in this video. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we'll do our 2023 Grammy Awards predictions. Now, normally, other YouTubers, they like to do their predictions as soon as the nominees come out. Me, I decided, like I always do, on this particular award, I always wait for like 3 weeks before the show, particularly after the final voting is completed for the Grammys, to do my predictions. And also, another reason why I wait and do predictions on this particular award show is because a lot can happen between November to February 5th, the date the show is taking on. And that's what we're going to discuss now. The show is set to take place in LA for the first time in 2 years. And Trevor Noah will be hosting for a third year in a row. It will be airing on CBS and or streaming on Paramount Plus. So there are some avenues if you want to watch the show. So without further ado, let's get into the predictions. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, on to our featured presentation. And we're going to start off with the pop category. First we have is Best Pop Solo Performance. And the nominees are Adele, Easy on Me, Bad Bunny, Moscow Mule, Doja Cat, Woman, Steve Lacy, Bad Habit, Lizzo, About Damn Time, and Harry Styles, As It Was. And before I pick a winner, when you see 6 nominees in a Grammy, that means there was a tie somewhere in their first voting process of the nominees. Just a disclaimer on that. I assume that tie came with Moscow Mule and maybe Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. One of those two tied. But anyway, this is a pretty solid category. I don't think Bad Bunny or Steve Lacy is going to win. I'm kind of torn on Easy on Me and Harry Styles, As It Was. And if I'm basing it off of it being more of a pop record, I'm going to roll with As It Was by Harry Styles to win Best Pop Solo Performance. He won it back in 2021 for Watermelon Sugar. So 2 years later, I could see him winning this again. And yes, I know the Grammys are favoring Adele. And, well, we'll discuss her favoritism later on in this video. Next we have is Best Pop Duo Group Performance. And the nominees are ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down, Camila Cabello featuring Ed Sheeran from Bam Bam, Coldplay featuring BTS My Universe, Post Malone featuring Doja Cat I Like You, a happier song, and Sam Smith featuring Kim Petras for Unholy. Now let me make another disclaimer. I do not want Unholy to win. I already roasted this song enough on this channel. So I don't want Unholy to win. And picking a winner, I'm gonna go with Coldplay and BTS for My Universe. And the only reason why I say this because a month or two ago, I talked about the nominees in context, and I said that this is BTS's best and possibly their final chance to win a Grammy. I think the Grammys are gonna finally fall in love with the K-pop scene especially before BTS goes under their official hiatus to commit to their military services. So I do believe that the Grammys are going to finally give BTS their first and only Grammy. But watch Unholy wins. Just watch. Best Traditional Pop Vocal Albums. Albums that I've never listened to. We have Michael Bublé for Higher, Kelly Clarkson with Christmas Comes Around, Norah Jones, I Dream of Christmas, the extended version, Pentatonix, Evergreen, and Diana Ross, Thank You. I'm just going to pick Diana Ross for Thank You. There's not much context I need to know about this category. Let's just move on. And finally, for the pop category, Best Pop Vocal Album, nominees are ABBA, Voyage, Adele, 30, Coldplay, Music of the Spheres, Lizzo, Special, and Harry Styles, Harry's House. I think this one's a little easier to predict. I think Adele is going to win for 30. Because overall, I think this was the best album of all of these. I think Harry Styles' Harry's House album was overrated. Lizzo's Special album could have done a lot better than what it did. Do believe Coldplay Music of the Spheres was fine, and I have not listened to ABBA's Voyage album. So I'm just going to roll with Adele, and not only that, she is the safest pick for this award show. So Adele 30 will probably win Best Pop Vocal Album. Next we have is the R&B categories. Starting off with Best R&B Performance, we have Beyonce for Virgo's Groove, Mary J. Blige featuring Anderson .Paak, Here With Me, Money Long, Hours and Hours, Lucky Day, Over, and Jasmine Sullivan, Hurt Me So Good. And seriously, they nominated Virgo's Groove for this category. Don't get me wrong, Virgo's Groove is not a bad song. But from a fellow Virgo, I felt like this song should have been a lot better than what it was. And other than that, I'm torn between that and even Hours and Hours by Money Long. But I'm going to go with, but since Beyonce is the safest pick at this year's Grammys, I have a feeling that she's going to be winning quite a bit. I think Virgo's Groove will win Best R&B Performance. Although this is not Beyonce's best performance on the album. Because for Best Traditional R&B Performance, we have Snow Allegra, Do For Love, Babyface featuring Ella Mai, Keeps On Falling, Beyonce, Plastic Off the Sofa, Adam Blackstone featuring Jasmine Sullivan, Round Midnight, and Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous. And the reason why I say Beyonce's Virgo's Groove wasn't her best performance, because I believe that Plastic Off the Sofa was the better song. It's the song that I like off the album the most. And it's going to be between that one and Good Morning Gorgeous. And I'm actually going to go against Beyonce here. And I'm going to go with Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige. No way Mary's nominated 5 times. She's walking out of here with at least 1 Grammy. Now we have Best R&B Song, a Songwriters Award. Nominees are Beyonce, Cuff It, Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous, Jasmine Sullivan, Hurt Me So Good, Money Long, Hours and Hours, and PJ Morton, Please Don't Walk Away. Almost an all-women category if it wasn't for PJ Morton. Based off the songwriting and the fact that this was my second favorite song off of Renaissance, I believe Cuff It is the popular choice for the win. But then again, I will not be surprised if Good Morning Gorgeous or even Hours and Hours to win. I do think Hours and Hours is a dark horse for this category. Best Progressive R&B Album. Nominees are Corey Henry, Operation Funk, Steve Lacy, Gemini Rights, Terrence Martin, Drones, Moonchild, Starfruit, Tank and the Bangas for Red Balloon. And I hope I said Tank and the Bangas right. The popular choice in this one is Steve Lacy for Gemini Rights because it has the most mainstream appeal. And that's the one I'm going to go with for now for the W to win Best Progressive R&B Album. And last but most certain not least, Best R&B Album. Nominees are Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous, the Deluxe Edition. Chris Brown, Breezy, the Deluxe Edition. Robert Glasper, Black Radio 3, Lucky Day, Candy Drip, and PJ Morton, Watch the Sun. And seriously, there's no Summer Walker still over it in this category. Better yet, did Summer Walker even submitted her works to the Grammys? There's no telling if she did or she didn't. That's one of the best R&B albums of last year, and that did not get nominated. That's pretty messed up. But anyway, going for a winner, I'm definitely going with the queen, the mother, Mary J. Blige, to win this category. And I believe that the women will sweep the R&B categories. Next we have the rap categories. For Best Rap Performance, nominees are DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday for God Did, Doja Cat Vegas, Gunna featuring Future and Young Thug for Pushin' P, Hit Kid and Glorilla F&F Let's Go, and Kendrick Lamar The Heart Part 5. Let me just say, I do want to congratulate Glorilla on getting her first ever Grammy nomination. Too bad she's a long shot to win, but still, nice to see her getting some appeal with the Grammys. And this category is cut and dry. I think this one's easily gonna go to the Heart Part 5. Based on Kendrick Lamar rapping in the Marvin Gaye I Want You sample, I don't see any other song on this nominees beating it. Best Melodic Rap Performance nominees are DJ Khaled featuring Future and SZA for Beautiful, Future featuring Drake and Tim's Wait for You, Jack Harlow First Class, Kendrick Lamar featuring Blixt, Amanda Reefer for Die Hard, and Lotto Big Energy the live version. I wonder why the live version and not the Mariah Carey DJ Khaled remix version. Hmm. But anyway, this is one category I don't think Kendrick Lamar is going to win. Although I did like Die Hard, it didn't really grow on me and I didn't never really return to it much. So I don't really think Kendrick Lamar will win this particular category. However, looking at the other nominees, I'm actually kind of torn between Wait for You and First Class getting the win. Although First Class is not melodic because of that, I think Wait for You by Future featuring Drake and Tim's will win this category. But then again, I would not be surprised if Die Hard wins. Best Rap Song, a Songwriters category. Nominees are Jack Harlow featuring Drake for Churchill Downs. That really got nominated? DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday for God Did. Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5. Gunna featuring Future and Young Thug, Pushin' P. And Future featuring Drake and Tim's Wait for You. And again, similar to their best rap performance, Kendrick Lamar's lyricism in this song was very good. And I'm definitely going with The Heart Part 5. Especially his verse where he talks into the eyes of Nipsey Hussle, the third verse. That part of the song was very good. I'm rolling with The Heart Part 5 to win Best Rap Song. Best Rap Album. Nominees are what deal DJ Khaled had with the Grammys this year. Seriously, what kind of deal he had? Because I did not really care for God Did. Then we had Future I Never Liked You, Jack Harlow Come Home The Kids Miss You, Kendrick Lamar Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and Pusha T It's Almost Dry. The latter should have had more nominees than he did. Gotta say it. And I'm gonna roll with this one's another easy pick, cut and dry. Kendrick Lamar, if you wasn't nominated, that choice would have easily gone to Pusha T. But I'm definitely going with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It was one of the biggest rap albums of the year, the most anticipated rap album of the year, and probably the most acclaimed rap album of the year. Only I think Pusha T Almost Dry is the second most acclaimed in this category. I think Kendrick Lamar should not have any problems winning this category. But he's not going to sweep the rap category. Gotta say it. Before we get to the general categories, I want to get to four other nominees that I believe in and the ones that I want to cover. And starting things off, we have Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media. And the nominees are Elvis, Encanto, Stranger Things, music from Netflix original series Season 4, Volume 2, Top Gun Maverick, and West Side Story. And before we begin, I gotta say rest in peace to Lisa Marie Presley, who passed away recently as of the making of this video. So, anyway, back on topic. For best soundtrack for visual media, I'm torn between Encanto and Top Gun Maverick. Although I have not seen Top Gun Maverick yet. I heard a lot of good things about it though. And I'm gonna go with Encanto. I'm gonna go with them for the win. Yes, it was 1 year ago at this time this year. This whole album was basically all over the media. It was all over music, and took advantage of a slow period of time of music, kind of like it is now. I've heard a lot about Stranger Things might take a win, but I did not want to pick it because it was basically a compilation of songs. Some of these songs have got Grammy considerations in their heyday, so I didn't think a compilation will qualify for it. And Top Gun, it was, like I said, it's very, very close between those two. I'm just going to roll with Encanto. Then we have Best Song Written for Visual Media. And the nominees are Beyonce for Be Alive, that came from King Richard. Taylor Swift, Carolina, that came from Where the Crawdads Sings. Lady Gaga, Hold My Hand, that came from Top Gun Maverick. Jesse Wilson featuring Angelique Kidjo, Keep Rising, that came from The Woman King. Four Town, Nobody Like You, that came from Turning Red. And the Encanto cast for We Don't Talk About Bruno, self-explanatory. I gotta say, this was a pretty good category. I could see any one of these winning. Okay, let's be real. I do not see Nobody Like You winning it. Although the boy bands were the highlights of that movie, I didn't really care for it beyond it. This could go to, yeah, this was a hard one. Because part of me want to go with We Don't Talk About Bruno. Then again, another part of me want to go to Hold My Hand. And then another part of me want to go with Carolina by Taylor Swift. And then another part of me want to go with Beyonce for Be Alive. I think this is a true four-person category here. But based on, because I think this is the safest pick to go for, I'm going to go roll with Lady Gaga for Hold My Hand. Yes, it's not our best song, but it's probably the best out of these four and the safest pick out of these four. Best Music Video. Nominees are Adele, Easy on Me, BTS, Yet to Come, Doja Cat, Woman, Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5, Harry Styles, As It Was, and Taylor Swift, All Too Well, Taylor's version. Okay, to be fair, many will say Taylor Swift, All Too Well's Taylor's version. This is her category to win, and I can see why. But then again, looking at this category, I think The Heart Part 5 is behind it. It's closer than what you think between The Heart Part 5 and All Too Well. But already seeing this videos winning a ton of awards this year, well, last year too. And I think it's the Grammys' turn to give Taylor Swift for Best Music Video for basically making it like a movie. It's basically a 14-minute short film. Now, this film is up for consideration for the Oscars, and I actually don't think it should be nominated for an Oscar because it would have qualified for last year's show as opposed to this year's show. Why would she wait a full year after this video to seek Oscar nomination? Fishy, fishy. But anyway, I'm still going with Taylor Swift for All Too Well's Taylor's version. In Best Music Film, we have Adele for One Night Only, Justin Bieber, Our World, Billie Eilish live at the O2. They had to throw Billie in something. Rosalia, Motomami, Rosalia's TikTok live performance, various artists, Jazz Fest, A New Orleans Story, and Neil Young, A Band, A Brotherhood, and a Barn. I'm gonna go quick on this one. I'm going with Adele for One Night Only. Her CBS special she did, where she did a concert and interviewed with Oprah Winfrey. I'm just gonna go with Adele. Before we continue, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. And now, let's continue with the video. And last but not least, we're now on to the general category. The categories that everyone will be talking about the next day. Starting off with Best New Artist, nominees are Anita, Omar Apollo, Domi and JD Beck, Money Long, Samara Joy, Lotto, Skin, Tobe Nwigwe, Molly Tuttle, and Wet Leg. And I actually, in my little Grammy nomination video takeaway, I mentioned that this was a weak category for Best New Artist. Matter of fact, this category is all over the place. Now, the popular choices will be Anita, Lotto, Money Long, and maybe Skin. But I think this year, somebody obscure could win it. And that obscure winner could be Wet Leg. And I've been hearing a lot of hype between Wet Leg and maybe Tobe Nwigwe. I hope I'm saying his name right. But I don't know. This is a tough one to pick because the Grammys Best New Artist can go any direction. I'm just gonna go with a safe pick. I think Money Long is the safest winner in this category. But let's be real. I really don't care who wins. Happy to see them up for nominations. Like last year, Olivia Rodrigo easily won this category. The year before that, Doja Cat, it was going to be Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion winning it. This year, you don't know. I don't think this one is as strong as what it was last year. Therefore, I'm just going to roll with Money Long in this one. Song of the Year, a Songwriters Award. Nominees are Gail, ABCDEFU. A lot of people hate this song, but I feel like this song was overhated, and I disagree with it being in this category. I'd rather put it in Record of the Year. Lizzo for About Damn Time. Taylor Swift, All Too Well, Taylor's version. Harry Styles, As It Was. Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. Beyonce, Break My Soul. Adele, Easy on Me. DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday for God Did. Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5. And Boney Raitt for Just Like That. Based on songwriting, I know the obvious choice here is Adele for Easy on Me, but I think this is going to end in an upset. I don't think Adele's going to win. The person I'm going to choose to win this category is a song that has broken the record for the longest running song in terms of time length, clocking in at 10 minutes and 13 seconds. I actually think All Too Well's Taylor version is going to win. I don't know. This is one of those hunches I have. But based on songwriting, I will not be surprised if Easy on Me wins or Kendrick Lamar's The Heart Part 5 wins. I will not be surprised if those two win. But for me, I'm going to go with All Too Well, Taylor's version. Record of the Year. This is a category I care about the most in this Grammy Awards. And the nominees are ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down, Adele, Easy on Me, Beyonce, Break My Soul, Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous, Brandy Carlisle featuring Lucius, You and Me on the Rock, Doja Cat, Woman, Steve Lacy, Bad Habit, Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5, Lizzo for About Damn Time, and Harry Styles As It Was. Record of the Year, which is more of a producer's award. And the reason why I care about Record of the Year more than Album of the Year, because if I could, I like to ask myself with this question. If I could go back to 2022, I feel like this was the big record of the year. Like the year before, Leave the Door Open was synonymous with 2021. But Billie Eilish's Everything I Wanted was not synonymous with 2020. I feel like the Grammys gave it to her out of her being Billie Eilish. But so, looking at this award, what do I think was the biggest record of 2022? I'm gonna go with, even though As It Was had broken many records, I'm actually gonna go with Adele for Easy on Me to win this one. I don't think I got much else to say about that. And then the last category. This is the category that the Grammys hype up every night. And this is like their Heisman Trophy of the Grammy Awards. And that is Album of the Year. And the nominees are ABBA for Voyage, Adele 30, Bad Bunny Un Verano Sin Ti, Beyonce Renaissance Act 1, Mary J. Blige Good Morning Gorgeous Deluxe, Brandy Carlisle In These Silent Days, Coldplay Music of the Spheres, Kendrick Lamar Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Lizzo Special, and Harry Styles Harry's House. And I actually do like all these categories here. Part of me, my heart, want to see Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers win. It's been since 2003 or 2004 Grammy Awards where we last had a rap album win Album of the Year. And that act was Outkast for Speakerboxxx and The Love Below. And Kendrick Lamar has that appeal to win this category. But going up against Adele, Bad Bunny, Beyonce, and Harry Styles, I don't think he's going to win it. We might have to wait another year for a rap album to win Album of the Year. Hate to say it. I've been hearing a lot of rumblings that it's going to be between 30 and Renaissance Act 1. Thus saying that this will probably be the 2016 or 2017 Grammy Awards all over again. So based off of that, if I had to pick between the two, while I did like Beyonce's Renaissance Act 1 album, I don't think I feel like it wasn't Beyonce's best effort. I feel like this is not Beyonce's best album. And while I do think the same thing about Adele, I don't think it's Adele's best album either. This is a really, really tough choice. But I'm going to go again with the safest pick. I think 30 by Adele will win, giving her 3 Album of the Year wins under her belt if she's able to lock in this one. Yes, 30 is her weakest album to date, but I do believe out of all of these, this one has the biggest chance of winning. So I'm just going to roll with Adele 30. And that concludes my Grammy predictions for 2023. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Who do you think will win at this year's Grammys? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.